Alright, so today, as a continuation of the spooky season theme, we're going to be creating a Todd McFarlane Spawn display. If you're new to the channel, new to the series, what we like to do here is make use of that limited space that we do have and try to cram as many figures as we possibly can into a little cubicle shelf. Along the way, talk briefly of each character. I've never really thought about it a lot until now, but I think I contribute a lot of my collecting habits to the old Todd McFarlane Spawn toys back in the 90s. My dad had a little in-package collection that he would never let us see because it was too bloody, too gory, too wicked. Me and my little brother, some weirdos, man. We loved horror movie, gory stuff, even as a kid. So we would always try to sneak a peek at these action figures. Now, before you do anything, before you touch any of these, please make sure to wash your hands. Make sure your hands are nice and clean. Now, we're gonna have to put all these Deadpool figures back into the boxes, back in the storage, to make room for a brand new Spawn display. Next, you're gonna want to find a background image. I got some comic book pages, cover. I'm not sure what material these are made out of, but when the light hits it, it's super reflective. So I had to turn the ISO all the way down. It doesn't look like this in person. On this footage, you can see it's kind of blown out. But in person, it looks amazing. You just need something to fill out that space, make it not so boring. Just something up there to make it, pop. Next, we're going to talk about the Mortal Kombat Spawn. Now, it is a shame it took a Mortal Kombat line for us to get a good articulated Spawn, but I love this figure. Probably top 10, top 20 favorite figures in my collection. If the house is burning down, I'm grabbing this. If I die, I'm getting buried with this. I was in GameStop fiending, waiting for my order, calling them on the phone, saying, when my pre-order coming? When my pre-order coming? This is the sword version, but this thing didn't even make it 24 hours in my house without me putting a custom cape on this. And when you put a wired custom cape on this guy, it just elevates it to a whole different level. It is beautiful. Now next we're going to talk about Clown Violator. I'm not sure what year this is from, what line this is from. This is still my clown in the display. Got the fuzzy hair. Articulation is non-existent, but it works. Still works great, even compared to a hyper-realistic Spawn, the Mortal Kombat 11 look. Now I really like what Todd's doing with his new Spawn line, but I'm not a big fan of that clown that came in that one. It's just not really the aesthetic I'm looking for. My aesthetic is comic book realization, cartoon, stuff like that. And honestly, it just wasn't my look when I think of clown. When I think of clown, I think of this exact look right here. Now I found him a little butcher knife, a little stabby, and while I was in there, I found this little Spawn shield, and I got a heck of a good deal when I was in New Orleans at this little comic book shop, and they sold me the clown and the Violator demon and the shield for all $5. So, you know me, I'm a budget collector. I'm gonna make it work. I still haven't replaced either one of these because I like the aesthetic on both of these, and I got them for $5. You can't beat it. So this Violator is like a bendy wire, posable figure, articulated jaw. But when I think Violator, I think of this scrawny mug. I don't think the big brolic one that came out recently, that deluxe one that came out in the McFarlane line. I really like both of these figures. Still to this day, they're holding up their spots. Now honestly, I can't really think, well, it's not I can't really think about like Sam and Twitch and everybody, but these are only Spawn figures I really got. And to even shrink down even further, the hell display that we made, this collection, this display has only got 3 figures in it. But it's all about what you do. It's all about making it into something. Now I found these little chains, these Ghost Rider chains that I made. I just twisted him up, threw him up on Spawn's back. You know how Spawn is. His cape's alive. He can materialize things. His chains flying out everywhere. Man, I don't care what you say. Even if it's only 3 figures in this display, it looks amazing. So we're gonna go in here and tweak some things, make some adjustments, add some things, try to make it lively. I found this other random chain. I was trying to figure out what to do with that little shield. I wasn't sure what to do with it, but when I put it all together, look at this. Whew. You don't have to have 100 figures in a display to make it crazy fire. Now, honestly, this thing is so, every time I'm walking past it, I'm just in love with it. I love this Mortal Kombat Spawn. That bloody knife in the clown's hand, the violator, looking like he's mutating, like he's transforming into the demon version. It's just, man, just be creative, just do something, make something happen. I love this, bro. What's not to love about this? So crispy, so clean. Every time I'm walking past it, I'm just in awe. Now, of course, you could add Sam and Twitch. What's that one dude's name? He's like the main villain. Not Malboja, but like the black dude with the skull face. You know what I'm talking about? He had the painted on skull. Man, they need to make an updated figure of that guy. I'd buy that in a millisecond. Now you could have Al Simmons as well, but what more can you add to a Spawn display besides Sam and Twitch, Malboja, and the dude's name is starting with a C. It's like his main antagonist, like the dude that he was in a war with. I can't think of his freaking name right now, but it starts with a C. He's got a painted on skull on his face. Whatever, we're gonna forget about it. This display looks amazing. Perfectly captures the spooky season vibe. 3 figures. 3 figures and some accessories. You don't have to go all out. You just gotta make something crispy, clean, and contained. Now, honestly, I don't know what else we could do. When I get there, I'm gonna try to find a little Al Simmons tombstone, but I couldn't find it at the moment. I might just have to make something. You couldn't fit a cross in here. So, what else can you want? More chains? More chains. This needs more chains. Anyways, I think it turned out lovely. I'm in love with this display. Like I said, one of my favorite figures of all times. What more can you ask for, honestly? Anyways, I hope you found this video informative. I hope you found it fun. I hope it inspired you to create something. Do good, be good. Stay hydrated, eat your fruits and vegetables. Whoop whoop. Happy October.